Food is a big thing for Texans. They love their food. It's not extremely different from Utah. I'd say that Texas and Utah are pretty similar states to each other as far as like politics and food and culture, except for Austin. Austin's more like California. But what they do love a lot is Tex-Mex and barbecue. And I remembered that was one of the things when I opened my mission call. I hated barbecue so much. There's this restaurant my brother used to work at. It's called Dickie's, and he would always tell us, come over, you know, we've got leftovers and stuff. And my dad loves barbecue and my mom loves barbecue, and they'd go over and they were all excited, and I'd just sit there and hate my life. And so when I got called to Texas, I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I'm going to have to eat barbecue all the time. And I was so unhappy, but I love it now. I'm such a big barbecue fan. Got fed a lot. We'd eat with the members every night and they would just feast us. It was great. The thing was because there were so many people who had moved from Utah or had been born in Utah and lived there a part of their life or something, that the food was very normal. You know, I couldn't ever answer that question. What was the weirdest thing you ate on your mission? Be like, burned food, you know, just, it was very normal, except there was this one sister in my first area who she took pity on the missionaries for not being able to answer that question. What's the weirdest thing you've eaten on your mission? And so she sat us down. She had us over for dinner. She sat us down in her living room and we read this scripture out of the New Testament where Christ is instructing his apostles and he tells them to eat what's placed in front of them. And so we read that and we were like, great, we're in for it. And so we go into her kitchen and she's just laughing, having fun. And we go into her kitchen and she's got this big slab of meat on the table. And we looked at it and we were like, okay, here we go. And she also had, you know, scalloped potatoes and vegetables. And so I was like, okay, she wouldn't tell us what it was. So I was like, okay, if I just eat some vegetables and potatoes with every bite of this meat, I'll just get through it. Just eat it fast. And so I did. And I was on my last bite. She goes, sister, do you want to know what you're eating? And I was like, sure. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to choke. And she said, it's beef tongue. I was eating cow tongue. And it was like cotton candy meat is what I would say. It didn't taste great. It didn't taste terrible, but the consistency, it would just kind of like evaporate in your mouth. Like cotton candy. I think the way she cooked it was she boiled it. It's not uncommon in Mexico. My little brother served in Mexico and I think he would eat lengua tacos. He'd had tongue tacos, but they like grill it and it's like cut up into little pieces, and that was not how she prepared it. She loved it. Her kids loved it. It was a delicacy for them. They grew up eating it, but you know, for us, I was like, oh, this is great. Thank you, sister. And then my companion got transferred, and so she had us over for dinner again, and I was instructed not to inform my companion what we were eating. So I had it twice. But other than that, food was pretty normal. Barbecue's the king down there, and Tex-Mex is probably secondary to that.